We've got a short video from chapter 36 of Ecce Romani on how we translate the word quam, because there are lots of different uses of that word. This is outlined on pages 91 and 92 in your books if you're following along. So let's get started. One way of translating quam is to translate it as than, and we're going to do that when we are comparing two things in comparisons. So the sentence Marcus est prudentior quam sextus means Marcus is wiser than Sextus. We'll know that we're going to translate it this way if we have a comparative adjective or sometimes a comparative adverb as well. Quam is going to be than. Another way to translate quam can be as something as possible if it's with a superlative. So scribat quam saepissime means write as often as possible. There we have a superlative adverb plus quam, so that saepissime on its own means most often as an adverb, but this with quam means as often as possible. You'll often see quam celerime, as quickly as possible. That's a pretty standard quam superlative phrase that we'll see again and again in our text. So that's number two. Another one, when we're exclaiming something in an exclamation, quam can mean either how or what. So quam celeriter currit, how quickly he runs. We saw that in the text of chapter 36. Or quam molestus puer est sextus, what an annoying boy Sextus is. We could also say how annoying a boy is Sextus. That would be the same thing. So how or what when quam is exclamatory. A couple more. If I'm asking a question, so if I would have a question mark, quam is going to mean how. Quam molestus est sextus. How annoying is Sextus? Question mark. So this is interrogative how, if you will, for quam. And finally, we might see quam in a relative clause, where it's going to mean either whom, which, or that. So this sentence, also from 36, Illam epistulam accepi quam tu scripsisti. I received that letter which you wrote. Quam, feminine, accusative, singular, relative pronoun. The antecedent is epistulam, and we're going to translate it as which. If it were referencing a person, we might say whom, or sometimes we would say that. So a couple different uses of quam. All of them are pretty different if you think about it, but the word is obviously always the same, so we want to be sure that we translate it correctly in each instance. For some practice, I would recommend looking at exercise 36E in your books.